What's going on, guys? Zombies here, back with another Pokemon Go video, and in today's video, guys, we are talking about an easy method to use to shiny hunt shiny Shadow Bellsprout during the Team Go Rocket Takeover. Because yes, with this Team Go Rocket Takeover, brand new Shadow Shiny Pokemon did debut, and yes, Bellsprout is one of them. So do remember, shiny Shadow Bellsprout is with the Team Rocket leader Arlo, right? So yeah, Arlo does have Bellsprout as his encounter when you guys defeat Arlo in a battle, but there is another way to get Shadow Bellsprout encounters, which is a very easy method as well. And that method is, of course, by using a Super Rocket Radar and going to the decoy grunts. Okay, so this screenshot shows a decoy grunt. Once you guys click on your Super Rocket Radar, which you guys can get from the new Team Go Rocket Research, which is in the special research tab, once you get to page, I believe, 3, after page 3 is done, you do get a Super Rocket Radar to track down Giovanni. And sometimes when you go to Giovanni, it's not actually Giovanni. Even though it shows it on the map, it will be sometimes a Team Go Rocket grunt disguised as Giovanni. Now, with these decoy grunts, they do always have Bellsprout. Sometimes you could get an encounter with their second Pokemon slot, which could be like Raticate or Weepinbell, but 9 times out of 10, every single time you defeat a decoy grunt, you will get an encounter with Shadow Bellsprout. And yes, it has been confirmed, as you guys can see from the screenshot from this trainer's journal. Yes, you can get Shady Bellsprout from a decoy grunt. So this will make things a lot easier. You're not gonna have to grind 6 grunts to get your Rocket Radar, track down Arlo, which sometimes tracking down one specific Team Go Rocket leader can be tough, because sometimes you might run into Sierra over and over again, or Cliff over and over again, and you can't find Arlo. But with this method, there are tons of decoy grunt spawns every single time when you guys do try to use that Super Rocket Radar. So I do recommend using this method to go after shiny Shadow Bellsprout. It does seem to be pretty easy. So yeah, that is topic number 1 of today's video. I had to inform you guys about that. I have been doing this on my live stream. It does work pretty effectively. Now, let's talk about some other good Shadow Pokemon to catch during this event. Number 1 is, of course, a brand new Shadow costumed Pokemon. So yeah, we've had some Shadow costume Pokemon before in the past. These are a pretty rare group of Pokemon, such as Shadow Cowboy Snorlax, that was one example. Also, Shadow costumed Shinx is another example too. So yeah, there's not many Shadow costumed Pokemon in the game, but we did just get another one, and that is Shadow costumed Vulpix. So how can you guys catch a Shadow costume Vulpix during the Team Go Rocket Takeover? Well, you want to go for a fire type grunt. So you guys are looking for a female grunt that does say the following: do you know how hot Pokemon fire breath can get? That does mean that that Team Go Rocket grunt does have fire Pokemon, and of course Vulpix does have fire typing. So yes, it is possible to get your costume Vulpix from a female grunt that does say that dialogue, or sometimes it could be Litwick, or it also could be Numel too. But again, sometimes you can find the Vulpix. So that is how you guys can go after a brand new Shadow costume Pokemon in the Team Go Rocket Takeover. Now, 2 other Shadow Pokemon that I want to mention in today's video because they're very good in PvP. First up, Shadow Sneasel. How do you go after Shadow Hisui Sneasel in Pokemon Go during the Team Go Rocket Takeover? Well, I believe you guys are looking for a female fighting type grunt. So a female grunt that does say the following: this buff physique isn't just for show. That means it will be a fighting type grunt. Now, this could either be, also besides the Hisui Sneasel, Hitmonlee or Hitmonchan. I feel like the Sneasel is probably the rarest one to encounter, so if you keep finding Hitmonchan, Hitmonlee, don't worry. You can find the Sneasel, it might just be a little rare to find, but those are the other 2 Pokemon it could be besides the Hisui Sneasel, but that is how you go after that. I do believe Shadow Sneasler is top 30 in the Ultra League. So pretty good. Definitely worth getting if you guys do like PvP. Now the other Shadow Pokemon that I want to mention is Shadow Barboach, as you guys can see from that screenshot. So to find Shadow Barboach in this event, you have to look for a water type grunt. So I do also believe this was a female grunt too. That does say the following: these waters are treacherous. That means it will be a water type grunt. Most of the time you might find Shelter, or it could also be Psyduck too. But again, it might be a rare spawn, but you can find it. Barboach is the other Pokemon you guys could encounter from that water type grunt. And I do believe that Shadow Wishcash is, I think, top 15 in, I want to say, Great League. I think it's top 15 in Great League, so very, very good. So yeah, guys, that is how you can go after some awesome Shadow Pokemon during the Team Go Rocket Takeover, and also a much easier method to use the Shiny Hunt Shiny Shadow Bellsprout. So please comment below, guys, if you do get a Shiny Shadow Bellsprout from a decoy grunt. Let me know how many checks it took as well. If you enjoyed today's video, drop a like in the video, subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.